we meet again, Mr. Bond.
Hi, I'm Siobahn off sailing vessel Totem. This is week 39 of Esper's Refit.
Hi, I'm Niall from sailing vessel Totem, and this week we're going to project manage Esper's Refit.
Hi, I'm Mairen from sailing vessel Totem, and Liz is coming back in 3 weeks. So let's get cracking on, shall we?
Thank you, Siobahn, Mairen and Niall. Yep, we better crack on because we had a pretty hectic week. From breathing in noxious fumes, contorting ourselves into awkward places, and dodging zombies. But first, I invite the Totem crew aboard Esper, task them with some projects, and ask Mairen how impressed Liz will be when she returns.
What? I've just climbed aboard Esper, and I have to admit she is very messy. I don't think Liz will be impressed. So, here we are in Esper's aft cabin. Dang's been working hard all day, and you can tell he's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah? Is it smooth?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you think it needs another coat?
probably.
I'm here with Esper's engine, Perkins Prima M60, and while the mechanics started putting the coupling system together today, they got about halfway through, and then Dang started varnishing, and they kind of disappeared after that.
Okay guys, so you've had a quick look around. What are your first impressions of Esper's Refit so far?
Messy.
That too. I think the work is progressing really well. Esper is astonishingly similar to our boat Totem. Just the layout of the cabins and everything. It's just so similar. But it looks like the work they're doing is really good. I'm really impressed.
I think progressing well.
What's your favourite part of the refit so far?
Not the engine. I think the forward cabin.
Oh, you like the forward cabin? Oh, why's that? Oh, really? That's good to know. Thanks for that. Day 2. How's progress on the engine going?
Well, we were hoping maybe the mechanics would arrive today, but we still need a bolt for the coupling, which they still need to acquire, but that hasn't happened yet. However, we have prioritized the engine as something that needs to get done, so hopefully this is going to be worked on very soon.
Now, whilst we're here, we've just been looking at the engine. What do you think of the paint job?
I'm really impressed. It's a nice Matterhorn white, it's all grip, and I think they did a pretty good job. There are some drips here and there, but overall it's well painted.
And how about the primary, secondary fuel filters? We've just been having a look at those, haven't we? Tell us about the primary filter we've got on the engine.
Well, the primary fuel filter, which is right here, it's actually a special kind of filter that I just learned about from Jamie. And how it works is there's a component that spins on the inside, and it just separates the particles from the fuel, and they all get blown to the outside of the filter. So I think it's more efficient than a paper filter potentially. We also have 2 paper filters on the engine, which brings it up to 3 fuel filters.
So I brought Siobahn in to experience the smell of polyurethane, and it is very, very stinky. But Siobahn, sensibly, is wearing a mask. Well, I'm interested to know how well the mask works.
Pretty well. I can't smell anything yet.
Okay, give it a couple of minutes.
Oh dear.
So the idea is Dang is building up the polyurethane.
And then he'll sand it back down.
Yep, exactly that.
Okay, so Mairen, what are some of your favorite things about the shipyard? What do you like about it? Hard to say. I like the dogs. Some of the people are pretty nice too. Really nice. Although it's pretty noisy.
It's day 3, and mechanics are still not here.
Okay, we've been waiting ages to record this little clip, haven't we? And the problem is the boatyard is so noisy, isn't it? Even at lunchtime we couldn't record this little clip.
Always.
They were putting the boat in.
Yeah, and when they put the boat in, the generator, the engine, sorry, starts up in the shed and it gets really noisy.
Yeah.
How's your first week been?
Nice. I really like the shipyard, so
Yeah?
yeah.
And
We were
it's
here
the
once
rocky
before.
boat.
Of course, yes. You're
Once before,
veterans.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So listen, yesterday when I was showing you around the outside of Esper, I said that she's quite a similar boat to Totem, fin-keeled, got a skeg, centre cockpit.
And
But it
sissy bars.
wasn't until we went on board that Niall pointed out that actually she's a lot like Esper. And in fact, as we sit here in this cockpit, I would say it is almost identical to Esper's, wouldn't you?
I would.
Definitely.
So, Niall, tell us up here what's similar about this and Esper.
Just about everything. The seats, the cockpit combing, the hatchboard, the way everything's positioned, it's really similar to Esper's cockpit.
And how about inside, girls?
Well, it's got the same kind of
same nav station,
same general build,
same. The galley is in pretty much the
same
same,
place, aft cabin,
All
same
the
place.
cabins are essentially laid out in the same way Esper's cabins are.
Same.
And many of the cabins, same purpose. So you have an aft head where we have an aft head, and our settees are lined up the same way yours are, and everything.
So, may I have permission to go down below and get a little guided tour?
Go ahead.
Oh, by the way, Mairen,
It's
yesterday you said Esper was really messy.
yes, it is.
Have a look at this. So when we say Esper and Totem are very similar, they're very, very similar on a lot of levels, including the general untidiness. But hey, that's being in a boatyard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There we go. Immediately on our starboard side, chart table. Engine under the companionway. Same. What else?
Pull it out.
Galley.
Galley. Look at this. This is ridiculous.
Engine.
Even the fridges. That's your fridge, and you're putting in a new inside, aren't you? New insulation.
Progressive 2 days.
We're in construction. We're building a platform here, so we can rest the new fridge box on top, and we're rebuilding it to different dimensions so we can allow more space. Effectively.
And also,
For
we
size
even
of
have ice.
So I notice your dining table is on your port side, just like us, with a
Yeah, it's got the
L
same
shaped.
L.
Yeah. Yep.
This whole area used to be a pilot berth, but we never really used it, so we just converted it to storage.
Yep.
I would
Sensible.
show, except I can't lift this up.
Going forward. Mast is almost in the same position as well. Nicely out of the way of the saloon, which is great, isn't it?
They have Nile room, which is a little messy.
So, and this is where, again, it's very similar to Esper, but we're the other way round. Our heads, you've got heads here on your starboard side. Our heads used to be on that side, which is now Liz's office with the curved wall. And this very clean and tidy cabin, I'm guessing is Niall's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Clean and tidy.
We won't pry too closely. And I love this forepeak. Tell me about the forepeak.
Mairen and I,
Siobhann's
we
with
share a room. Yeah.
Fortunately or unfortunately? I think
Unfortunate.
Sometimes it's
She's
fortunate,
hot.
but
Very, very hot.
People can take out their own work.
And so again, same heads
same
right there,
head, kind of
in the
setup.
same place.
Yours is a little bit narrower,
Yeah, a little bit
a bit smaller.
greeny and purpley.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then in the rear you've got the aft cabin. So there we go, that's pretty much the same boat, except yours is 4 feet longer and a little bit wider.
Yep.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, she is designed by
Sparksmans and Stevens
Ray.
in 1978.
Yeah, which says something about the design.
Good boat.
They were pretty forward thinking at the time.
Well, Totem is circumnavigated once before, we believe.
Not enough.
And done another lap around the Pacific. And now we're doing our little tour.
So Siobahn, what are some of your favorite things to work on in the shipyard here?
One of my favorites was tearing out the fridge. I always thought that was kind of fun. Though it was really hot and you get all these little bits of insulation stuck to you, which makes it really itchy and it hurts a little bit, but after a couple days it goes away. And then I'm really excited about the new fridge. So
The other thing that Totem and Esper have in common is our love of Haida art. Totem has the orca as their logo, whilst Esper has 2 Haida art prints on board. This is half of our contents for the boat. I took Siobahn, Niall and Mairen to our lockup to go and have a look at our Haida art prints. One is modern Haida.
that one is pretty cool.
And one is original.
Haida art is a type of art from the northwest coast of America, near where we're from. So when we named our boat Totem, like the totem pole, we decided we would have an animal from the totem pole on as like our logo, so we chose the orca. Like ours, except ours is more black and blue.
Yeah.
But if we'd known more about it, we would have chosen the Thunderbird, which is the protector of the boat.
And he's the protector of the boat. And you can see the people in the boat
Yeah.
that he's protecting. So those are our 2 main pictures.
Yeah, that's quite neat.
Yeah.
It's all kind of...
But it looks very similar to yours, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
A lot.
It's kind of curving around in the circle. Little eyes.
Now that's the thing with the Haida art, it's very, very 2-dimensional. And more often than not, it's curves, isn't it, rather than straight
Yeah.
lines. So Dang has become our little snack master. Yesterday he turned up with some dried fish, and this morning he's got a classic snack which the locals love. And it is quite tasty, but I want the Totem crew to try it out. So Mairen, grab an unripe mango piece and dip it. Oh, she's not sure. And dip it in the little
Dip it in the pink pot.
in the pink pot.
So Jamie, I hear you're having some problems?
Yes, we are having some problems with this fairly innocuous looking cleat here, which is a little baby cleat, and Todd and I have got RSI in our hands because we can't get to the bolts very easily. However, I have a willing participant here, and I'm going to see if I can get Niall to get his hand inside and tighten up a bolt, just to show you how difficult it is.
Right.
So here we are in the chart table navigation area, and Niall is going to attempt to do up a nut, sorry. So if you grab that spanner there, it should be that one there, and find size 10, should be 10 written on it.
Yeah.
Okay, and the bolt that you've got to do up, or the nut, is up inside there. All the way down the end there.
Which one?
If you step up onto the chart table seat and look down there, and you'll see 4 bolts sticking out.
Yeah. One of them has already been done some.
That's right, the bottom right has been done. See if you can do the top left. Now the trick is to work out the best position to get into without your arm falling off. Let's see how quickly Niall can work it out.
Yeah. I wonder how the people who made this put that thing in.
I would like to write to Mr. Holman and Mr. Pye, who designed our boat, and ask them why they did this. I think they did it for a bit of fun.
Yeah. Maybe they did.
Well, we'll leave Niall to it and we'll go and do some more fun things, shall we?
Yeah. Definitely.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Okay girls, so we're in the cabin and this is where Dang has been working, and Siobhan, you've been following his progress this week.
Yeah, I saw him a little bit days ago.
So, do you want to inspect the finish now? And you can see what he's been working on. So above you, the combing directly above your head here, yep, and the one underneath. How does that feel?
Much better.
Yeah.
A lot better than when I was here last time, where it was more grainy and so scary.
Yeah. Feel that post as well. This is the compression post for the mizzen mast. That stops the mizzen mast from coming through the deck. So he's done a pretty good job, isn't he?
Yeah, he's done a good job.
He might eat unripe mango, but he's very good at varnishing.
Yeah.
Someone's coming up. Just finishing up for the day, and my extrasensory hearing picked up some strange noises coming from the woodyard. And lo and behold, we have 3 new staff. Quite appropriate that the Totem crew are here, because you've just gained a new member of your crew, haven't you?
A rat.
What is it?
A rat.
Well,
Papa saw him watching Jobs. They were staring at each other at 4 in the morning.
so you could do with a rat catcher then.
Yeah.
Imagine how the rat would have got on the boat, though.
How about 3 rat catchers?
Yeah, but we've got a hamster as well, so that's kind of hard.
Yeah, well, hamsters aren't very good at catching rats though, are they?
No, the cats are good at catching rats and hamsters.
My efforts to persuade the Totem crew to adopt 3 kittens were in vain. With Mum, Bian, Dad, Jamie, Niall, Mairen and Siobhan, a hamster, a pet gecko and a rat, Totem is a pretty busy boat.
Okay, so Jamie, why did you choose all the funky colors in the galley, tomato orange, and in the aft head, green and purple?
We thought we would be a little bit different and brighten the place up. We didn't want to go for anything too traditional. A bit like your boat, it's quite dark inside because we don't have too many windows, so we wanted to lighten it up. And we just thought, well, let's make the galley modern looking.
Yeah.
So that's why we've gone for the brushed stainless effect and the tomato orange. And in the heads, well, the green and purple, they're some of our favourite colours. We thought,
Yeah, I like purple too.
yeah, it's a pretty cool colour, isn't it? Yeah, why not?
Why not? Hey,
Okay, Totem crew, end of the first week in the boatyard. How have you found it?
fun. I liked it. It was a little bit eventful when we found out we had a rat on board. Yeah, it's good.
Yep.
We were in Satoon once before, hauled out, and we really enjoyed it, and this day is no different. It's just a nice shipyard, everyone's great, they're helpful, it's just a great community, and it's easy to get stuff done.
Do you like living in the shipyard, or do you not like living in the shipyard?
I like living in the shipyard. I prefer being in the water.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah. Much prefer to be at anchor in a nice little anchorage with clear waters. But we have to do this. It was essential because we had leaks and we had delamination both inside the boat and on the hull. So it's a case of having to just get used to being here. And rather than being negative about it, I guess we have to be positive, don't we? So we make the most of it and we just have some fun. Like doing this videoing and hooking up and making new friends and befriending cats and kittens and dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And hamsters.
Yeah.
And geckos.
And rats.
And rats.
We got a rat on board 2 days before Halloween, so Yeah.
What do you think of Thailand?
It's good. It's hot.
It's good. I don't like Thailand as much as I liked
PNG or Malaysia.
Malaysia, Indonesia. Thailand is Buddhist, and I really like Muslim countries because you have the call to prayer, and they just have all these great customs that I just found so fascinating in Islam. And Buddhism it's not really my thing so much. And also the food here, I just don't like as much.
It's spicy.
I really liked it a lot more in Malaysia and Indonesia with roti and nasi goreng and stuff like that. So on the whole, I like Thailand, I just don't like it as much. Thailand also has a lot of tourists.
Yeah,
A lot of
especially in
tourists.
Phuket.
Especially on the coasts where, we are.
Cool. Right. As you said, Ton's up there. He's ready to crack on. There goes the siren. 1 o'clock. Workers back in the yard. And we have a barbecue this evening, don't we?
We do.
Yep, I do. And
Look
we
forward
have
to that.
kids to entertain.
Great. All right. Catch you then.
See you
Thank
later.
you. That's it for week 39, which ended with one of the best PSS barbecues to date. We were entertained by not one, not two, but 3 guitarists as Graham of Lorry Grey 2, and even yard manager Gia strummed their stuff to some hearty, if not quite in tune, vocals.
The end of week 39. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Our thanks to Niall, Mairen and Siobahn for their help this week. I still think they could do with a cat or two.